A man was born in 121 AD. The man's name was Marcus Aurelius. He was not only a Roman emperor but also a philosopher who was deeply rooted in the principles of Stoicism. The circumstances of his birth placed him in a prominent and wealthy family, setting him on a path towards eminence. His childhood was marked by an unquenchable thirst for knowledge, a trait that paved the way for his comprehensive education. He was under the tutelage of Rome's most distinguished minds, studying with zeal subjects ranging from literature and rhetoric to philosophy and law. A profound interest in philosophy, particularly Stoicism, took root during his studies. This philosophical school of thought, which advocates for acceptance of life as it unfolds and inner peace, deeply resonated within Marcus. His embrace of Stoicism greatly influenced his approach to life and his eventual rule as an emperor. Upon ascending the throne in 161 AD, Marcus Aurelius did not abandon his philosophical leanings. On the contrary, he let Stoicism guide his reign, using these principles as a compass for his leadership. Known for his just and respectful rule, Marcus treated every citizen, from the highest-ranking nobles to the humblest peasants, with dignity and fairness. His reign left a deep imprint of justice on the Roman Empire, a testament to his deep-rooted Stoic beliefs. Marcus Aurelius was a ruler unlike any other. He not thirsted for expansion through war like many of his predecessors, but sought to maintain peace and stability within his empire. His love for wisdom was evident in his preference for the company of his books and scrolls over the grandiosity of the imperial court. His personal notes, which were later compiled into the renowned Mediations, reveal a deeply introspective man constantly striving for virtue and wisdom. Despite the enormous power and prestige associated with the emperor's seat, Marcus Aurelius remained grounded. He perceived his position not as a privilege but a heavy responsibility, a call of duty to serve his people. His humility, together with his steadfast commitment to Stoicism, distinguished him as one of the most revered emperors in the annals of Roman history. However, it was not his power that defined Marcus Aurelius, but his pursuit of wisdom, virtue, and his deep embrace of Stoicism, which left an indelible mark on his reign and continues to inspire even today. Marcus Aurelius wasn't someone who merely encountered Stoicism by chance. It was a philosophy that he actively embraced, lived, and personified. The journey towards Stoicism started with his education in his youthful days. Exposed to a myriad of philosophies, Stoicism was the one truly resonated with the young Aurelius. Born out of ancient Greece, Stoicism prioritizes the cultivation of self-control and resilience in order to overcome destructive emotional responses. It suggests that we shouldn't be at the mercy of our emotions, but should instead accept life in all its highs and lows. Aurelius's first introduction to Stoicism was through his tutor, Rusticus, who presented him with a copy of the teachings of Epictetus. This former slave-turned-philosopher left an indelible mark on Aurelius's thinking. From Epictetus, Aurelius grasped the fundamental principles of Stoicism, namely, the concept that we have control over our own minds and the importance of accepting the world as it is. He internalized these teachings, incorporating them into his daily life and his rule as an emperor. Throughout his reign, Aurelius was met with many challenges, yet his Stoic beliefs allowed him to keep calm, composure, and level-headed thinking. The emperor himself wrote in his private journal called Mediations that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. This statement encapsulates his Stoic mindset. He was well aware that he had no control over the world around him, but he could control his reactions to it. His Stoic beliefs also shaped his leadership style. Aurelius championed the notion of leading by example and frequently wrote about the significance of acting with integrity, wisdom, and justice. He penned, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." As such, Stoicism was more than a philosophy to Marcus Aurelius. It was a way of life. His writings and his actions as an emperor serve as a testament to his unwavering commitment to Stoicism, reminding us of the power of the mind and the importance of accepting life as it is. Marcus Aurelius left behind a treasure of wisdom in his writings, which continue to inspire millions around the world. As a Stoic philosopher, Marcus Aurelius held a deep understanding of the human condition. His teachings, often encapsulated in concise, impactful quotes, have been passed down through generations, offering insights into resilience, acceptance, and self-improvement. One of his most famous teachings is the concept of resilience. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." His words remind us that while we cannot control the world around us, we can control how we react to it. We can choose to be resilient in the face of adversity, finding strength within ourselves. Marcus Aurelius also preached acceptance. His teachings urged us to accept the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. He wrote, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs." This philosophy encourages us to embrace the unexpected, to accept life's twists and turns with grace and understanding. Self-improvement, too, was a central theme in his teachings. Marcus Aurelius believed in the power of personal growth and the pursuit of virtue. He advised, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." This call to action emphasizes the importance of personal responsibility and action in the quest for moral and ethical excellence. These teachings, though centuries old, still resonate today. They offer a timeless wisdom that speaks to the human spirit's resilience, the value of acceptance, and the importance of self-improvement. They invite us to live with integrity, to embrace our challenges, and to strive continually for a better version of ourselves. His teachings serve as a reminder of the power of the human spirit and the value of virtue. Even as he faced death, Marcus Aurelius remained a Stoic, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire. Marcus Aurelius, perhaps the most famous of the Roman emperors and a Stoic philosopher, passed away in the year 180. His death marked the end of the Pax Romana, a period of relative peace and stability for the Roman Empire. His final days were spent in the service of his people, working tirelessly until his last breath. He faced his mortality with the same Stoic acceptance with which he approached all aspects of life. He did not fear death, but saw it as a natural part of existence, a transition rather than an end. But Marcus Aurelius was more than just a ruler. He was a philosopher, a thinker, a writer. His personal notes, known as Meditations, were never intended for public consumption. Yet these candid reflections on life, duty, and the nature of the universe have become one of the most influential works of philosophy in history. Meditations is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It is a guide on how to live a virtuous life, how to remain calm in the face of adversity, and how to find peace in a chaotic world. Marcus Aurelius may have been speaking to himself in these writings, but his words have echoed through the ages, influencing generations of philosophers, leaders, and everyday people. His teachings have found resonance in modern times, with many finding solace in his pragmatic and grounded approach to life's challenges. His thoughts on resilience, acceptance, and personal responsibility continue to inspire and guide people all over the world. Despite his death over 18 centuries ago, the legacy of Marcus Aurelius is stronger than ever. His words and philosophy serve as a reminder of the strength of human endurance and the power of a Stoic outlook on life. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, death is a release from the impressions of the senses and from desires that make us their puppets, and from the vagaries of the mind and from the hard service of the flesh. His death was not an end, but a release, a transition to another state of existence. His life, his teachings, his legacy, they continue to live on, inspiring us to be better, stronger, and more resilient. That's it for today. Share your thoughts in the comments below and tell me what's your favorite Stoic quote. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.